Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, I am Ijaz Yusuf from Asas National School, Senior Boys Campus, Rawali Kent, Gujranwala. As you know that I have been teaching you biology, chapter number 1, Introduction to Biology. Today is my lecture number 4. But before going to today's lecture, let us recap our previously two lectures in which I taught you six branches of biology. Morphology. Morphology, it deals with the form and structure of living organism. Anatomy, it studies the internal structure of living organism. Histology, it is the study of microscopic study of tissues. Cell biology, it is also known as cytology. In cell biology, we study functions and structure of cells, cell organelles, and also deals with the study of cell division. Physiology. In physiology, we study function of different parts of the living organism. Genetics. Genetics is related to the study of genes. Genes are the source of inheritance or hereditary characteristics from one generation to the other generation. Now dear student, let's come to on today's lecture. My today's lecture consists of only two branches, embryology and taxonomy. Embryology and taxonomy. Embryology is the study of development of an embryo to a new individual. Embryology is the study of the development of an embryo to a new individual. For example, study of different stages of conversion of seed into plantlet. Study of different stages of conversion of an egg into chick. In this diagram, dear students, you are watching different stages of development of a seed into a plantlet. In higher classes, you will study in detail about these developmental stages. In this video, dear student, you will study the different stages of development of an egg into the chick. Day 2, blood vessels grow. Day 3, day 4, limb development begins. Day 5, limb development continues. In day 6, digits are formed. In day 7, beak development continues. In day 8, feather development begins. Here, feather development is starting. In day 9, mouth opens. In day 10, claw development begins. Tail feathers appear. And in day 12, scales form on feet and legs. Here, scales are forming. In day 13, eyelids form. Here eyelids are being formed. In day 14, head turns towards large end of egg. In day 15, gut draws into abdomen. Gut means digestive tract. In day 16, feathers cover body. In day 17, head tucks between legs. In day 18, embryo fills available space. In day 19, yolk sac draws into abdomen. Yolk is the yellowish part of an egg. In day 20, internal dip. External dip. Now in day 20, hatching is almost completed and a chick is coming out from the egg. Now taxonomy. It is the study of naming and classification of organisms into groups and subgroups. For example, animals are broadly classified into vertebrates and invertebrates. Vertebrates are those animals which have backbone. For example, human beings, elephant. Invertebrates are those which don't have backbone. For example, earthworm, leech, etc. Here is a general classification of animals which are broadly classified into invertebrates and vertebrates. Invertebrates are those animals which don't have backbone, whereas vertebrates are those animals which have backbone. And vertebrates are further classified into 5 major groups. Fish. Amphibians. Amphibians are those organisms or those animals which live in water as well as on land. For example, frog. Reptiles. Reptiles are those animals which crawl on the earth. For example, snake. Birds are those animals which fly in air. And finally, mammals are those animals which feed their young ones on their milk. Here is general classification of plants. Plants are broadly categorized into 2 major groups: non-flowering plants and flowering plants. Non-flowering plants are those which do not give birth or which do not produce flowers, whereas flowering plants are those which produce flower. Non-flowering plants are further classified into gymnosperms, mean to say naked seed, and other are spore-bearing plants, for example mosses and ferns. Flowering plants are broadly classified into 2 categories: monocots, dicots. Monocots mean seed having only one cotyledon. For example, wheat, rice, maize. Dicots having 2 cotyledons. For example, gram seed. Dear student, here is an assignment for you. What do we study in embryology? What are 2 major groups of animals? Give example. What are major group of plant? Give example. What do you mean by vertebrates and invertebrates? Give examples. Okay, dear students, see you in next lecture.